Okay, so today we're going to be talking about paints. So I just went and got some paint daubers from my stash. These are from Rangers. I just got a couple of colors that went really well with the page kit that I wanted to use. Now, one thing I want to mention is the ideas for new layouts or new techniques or different things to do kind of builds on each other. When I did the page for the jelly arts and I used the roller for that, I was immediately thought of, just taking the roller and putting some paint down on the layout. Now, one of the blues was a little too dark, so I added a little bit of the other blue just to kind of tone it down and so that it would be closer to what I wanted. I went and got my mist in the white from Studio Calico. I misted it, put it on the page, and then I took my heat tool and tried to dry it up as much as I could. And then I thought it was dry and I'm going to start working on, with it. And at one point I'm going to flip it over so I can put some ATG on the background so I can glue it down. And it's going to kind of mess up the background. But at the same time, I was kind of thinking that I wanted to spread the white ink a little bit, and that did it perfectly. But just a reminder, the white ink, whether it's from Heidi Swapp, Studio Calico, it takes a long time to dry. It's one of those things that either you just do it at the very end of your layout and then you don't touch your layout for like a day or two, or if you want to put it on the background like I did, then move on to another layout. You'll see here it's a little bit smushed. When I use my hands to adhere the page to the background, it kind of smushed it, but that's okay. When I looked at it, I thought, you know what, when I did that, it kind of reminded me of water. And by having those little imperfect dots on the layout, kind of reminded me of, the froth that sometimes is present in when the tide comes in or something like that. It kind of reminded me of that, so I was okay with it. I just added more white dots and then I put it away. This is why I'm kind of working without my background sheet there, because I'm impatient. I can't wait for that to dry, and I thought, you know what, there's other things I can do while I wait for that to dry. So I mounted my photos on some navy blue cardstock and I matted both photos with some pattern papers that were within the kit. I added a Project Lifeguard card in behind that frame, and then I'm looking at how can I possibly, put the pictures on the layout, what's the embellishments that I'm going to use, and I thought I could work through that while I was waiting for my background to dry. Now, I did this concept quite a few years ago. If you go back on my YouTube channel, you'll find it. I had done a big block of paint like that at the top quarter of my layout, and then it was quite a big spot of it. I think it was like 6 inches. And then I had a picture of a whale, an orca, from one of the, I think it was SeaWorld, and I put the picture right on top of that blue painted area, and it was so striking. I really loved it. And then when we went on the cruise, it was a scrapbooking cruise, and we did something similar to this, but we did it with the black paint. And I thought how fun it would be to, instead of just one strip of it, make 2 strips of it, and it makes it so that it kind of, it's another layer, another mat for my photos. Then the pattern paper is dried. I start building my embellishment clusters, and I put 2 clusters at the top and 2 clusters at the bottom, and I found they were kind of floating. So by adding that washi tape and connecting those two photos at the top and the two photos at the bottom, then I found that it grounded both sets of photos. Now these are some photos from our trip. This was in Aruba, and the one on the bottom is just me sitting in the shade and enjoying the nice weather. And then I took pictures of my friends in the water, and that's the top photo. And to add a little bit of interest to the page, you can tell that both the top two elements on the top of the layout, they're not square. One is a little higher than the other. And then the bottom two elements, I made that the left one was a little lower and the right one was a little higher than the other. So again, just to add some interest to the layout and to give it a little bit of movement. So I just took the embellishments that were within this page kit, found some that I could use as my embellishment foundation, found some other ones that I could use as my embellishment finishers. The only thing left to add is I'm going to take out some mist, and I'm going to add some mist to the layout. I'm going to add some in dark navy, and I'm going to add a little bit more white, and that's going to complete this layout. And tomorrow we're going to be making our own background, so we'll see you there.